management an opportunity to speak, I'd like to make one thing clear. If management is not going to talk about the court interdict and be removed, we're not willing to have this conversation. If nothing about the court interdict or the 11.5% falling is going to be part of what you're going to say today, if no apology is going to be had today, then we would like you not to be a part of the circle. But I'm just assuming that management will address those points. Before we give them an opportunity to speak, I'd just like to give her an opportunity just to share a few words. The court interdict. And some of my comrades who I disagree with sometimes, who make me JFA, who make me boil inside, were together on the inside. And we waited. We waited at 4 o'clock as we saw police vans come. The sheriff served us papers saying that we should evacuate the building. And at 12 o'clock that day, they finally did. The men in black who have been on overtime this week. We see you, and I hope that we won't see you again on this campus. We have seen you too many times, and this year Stellenbosch University has not been violent. Why? Why have I seen you so many times and we have never been violent? Why? That is a question that I would like to get answered as well. Just a side note. So then what happened on Tuesday was very traumatic. People were then who chose to occupy the building. I was not in the building, but from comrades and friends, they were forcibly removed from the building when they claimed that they wanted to be peacefully arrested. When we talk about leadership, we talk about accountability and we talk about accepting responsibility. I have been a non-positional and a positional leader on this campus, and I have always been told to take accountability for my actions. Stellenbosch University management has not taken responsibility for the acts and the trauma and the pain that it has caused to this university. In fact, what this institution says we should do is continue with class while people are hurt. People are hurt. And what this institution does not understand is that we are a public institution. We are not privately managed. We belong in the national narrative. This is not this is Stellenbosch University in South Africa. University in South Africa. I want to reiterate to you that the reason why I was willing to not go to class, not submit my assignments, is because I want this institution to open the doors of access. We want this institution to transform. And part of the transformation agenda is not excluding people based on financial exclusion. And so what makes me very, very upset is that you made us wait in the sun, down there. You made us run, burn. People have burned, sunburn. After sun can't even help that, they still sore. You made us wait in the sun and then do not respond. You made the support staff of this institution clean up your dirty work. That's what you did. And for that, I want to say thank you to the support staff that has helped us in that time. I'm not done, so we can continue to get comfortable because we've been waiting all week. Then, the audacity of the court interdict to include a student who is not a student at Stellenbosch University. Sit down. Can everyone please sit down? Please sit down. Please sit down. High discipline. High discipline. High discipline. High discipline. High discipline.
Down, guys, down. Sit down.
The court interdict then had the audacity to include a student who is not at Stellenbosch University. And what that tells us about who the decision makers behind that court interdict is that they were intentional in attacking members and movements who are pro a transformation agenda. The public has given us support in terms of pro bono lawyers, and today I have a very interesting document from the Higher Education Transformation Network, a non-profit organization, who has commented that there was an irregular High Court interdict process by the interdict that took place. What this document basically says is that every evening, or however the law works, there is a roster of the judges who are on duty that night. This institution did not consult the judge that was on duty that night. I'm going to read out. We are concerned at the possible miscarriage of justice since Judge Dennis Davis was not on duty and his name did not appear on the official roster for 20th October 2015. If the merits of our complaint are correct, then the interference of that Judge Dennis Davis presided over an urgent matter which was supposed to have presided over Judge Dilamo, who was on duty that time, whose name was on the roster for that day. So please keep this document safe. So, to conclude, and then I'm going to give management of this university an opportunity to respond. The court interdict was flawed. It was wrong. It caused harm to so many students. And until Friday, what's the time? Until Friday, what's the time now?
5 to 2.
It's time, whatever to 2, and it's time too late. But we're going to give you an opportunity to address us. But we are fed up. We demand a response as to what is going to happen with the academic forwardness of this university. What is going to happen for students who have sacrificed a week of their classes? We want to know what does the academic future look like coming in the next week? That's one question that needs to be answered. The second question, what is going to happen to the court interdict? And I hope that there's a favorable answer, because if there's not a favorable answer, I am proved wrong in this space. And the second answer, because I didn't sleep. I want answers. I want strong leadership. I demand these things to an institution where I give my fees. It is not fair that the management of this university needs a short course as to how to run a university. These are very strong statements that I'm making. I'm a graduate of this institution. I graduated this year. I love Stellenbosch University, but I will not and I cannot stand by injustice, and I will not be part of the staff in any kind of way if this culture continues. Thank you. Last announcement, please remain in the space. As some of you can see, there are things going on behind you. Please, I plead with you. This has been a non-violent space. Please keep it that way. Please remain safely in this space.
Thank you very much, Stellenbosch students, for the opportunity to speak to you today. Thank you very much, Ms. Pienaar, for, I think, an extremely powerful message that she gives to us today. And a message that I, as Vice Chancellor and being responsible for management, clearly and dearly take to heart. I think it is extremely symbolic that we actually meet here at this corner of Merrimen and Ryneveld Street, because this is part of Deflukte. And Deflukte was an area that was occupied by the so-called colored community up to the 60s until forced repatriation occurred. So, what I want to say is that Stellenbosch University apologized for its role in that forced repatriation. Okay. I also
What's happening to the coverage of the bag?
Okay, so the interdict will be lifted. I want to apologize. So I want to apologize for the psychological and physical trauma that was caused by the interdict when violent action was taken against you. I have said that we are with you on a 0% increase because all students need to study affordably. I need to also say that with regard to examinations and academic support, we will make arrangements that these examinations and support, whatever, that will be extended to such a period when all students will be accommodated. I'm very proud of all of you as Stellenbosch students, and I want you to be assured that we have a collective responsibility to take this university forward as we go on our path to transformation. So thank you.
Okay. We just have a few questions from my side, just so that we're clear. Can everyone around me just sit down, please? I have one question, Professor. I have a few questions, just so that we're all on the same page. When will the court interdict be removed? Is this with immediate effect, or is this going to be a drawn-out process? Is the court interdict lifted and is it completely removed? Yes or no? Answer.
I can't give you a yes or no. It is the nature of the legal process that it will be immediately, we will institute an application to have it lifted. I can't tell you how long it will take.
The students would also like to know the reason why all of this has happened is because of the 11.5% free fee. I wish it was free. We are not too sure what the stance is from the university. Is there no increment? They're looking into proposals to decreasing that increment. We're not too sure what you meant by support.
Folks, just saying, I can't give you details on all of that. You know that the President is meeting with Vice Chancellors as we speak here to bring this about and to help bring this about. But there is a commitment. This is not dependent on the President, but there's a commitment from us at Stellenbosch University to help bring this about. I can't give you details. Is we heard that there would be made provision for examinations and assignments. Can we just also get confirmation on that? That is correct. The university is shut down for this afternoon. Examinations will commence, but just hang on. At this university, we have second examination opportunities. And we could make third examination opportunities available. So what I want to say is that students will be able to write exams in good time. There will be sufficient time to prepare for them.
Professor, we need a commitment. A student here is saying that they're writing on Monday. Many students are writing on Monday. We need a commitment that you can at least push the exams by 1 week or a week. way certain modules are made, it's better for some people to write first ops. And if they write second ops, it becomes problematic. It affects their life. Right? So it's unfair to say that they can go to second ops. Okay? So what we need is a commitment, at least to push exams back by at least 1 week. Right? And not all subjects have second ops, by the way. So just to make it simple, push exams by 1 week.
That is certainly an option. Can I just make the point, is that not all students are affected in a similar way.
Professor, look at all the students that surround you today. How can you dictate what modules they do and what modules they don't do? Understand? All modules are affected by this issue. Right? As a result, we are, let's say, postponing by 1 week. You can afford it. You brag about your academic excellence. You will not have an academic excellence.
We are not going forward! How come it has not been arrested?
Comrades, wait, comrades. We can't. Yes, it is true, our comrades have been arrested. What I'm going to ask for now is that comrades right now stay in the space, because now we're being divided. We need to deal with this issue. We need to get commitment on this issue. We are with our comrades, we understand. But we need to get a commitment on this issue, and then we will deal with the issue then. Understand? It's not that one is more important than the other. No, it's just that because we don't know when he's going to come back here. So we please get a commitment to push it back by 1 week.
Folks, I'd like to say 1 week, and that's easy. All right. Absolutely, that's fine. We can do that. But I also want to make sure that everybody gets the opportunity to write the exams that they feel ready for. So if there's some...
Comrades, now we have to come to an agreement. We have to come to an agreement. The professor is not saying no by moving the exams by a week. He's not saying no. And the issue, we have to look at that. If he's not saying no, that means every student here, professor, regardless if they don't write the exams next week, will have 2 ops. Is that correct? Comrades, I can't listen to all your voices at the same time. Please. Comrades, we've gotten our 3 points. Right? One more thing. Very important. Is this true for all campuses, including Tiger Pen? Okay. Comrades, our three suggestions, the 3 demands have been met, comrades. Now we need to focus on the issues of our comrades that are there. Right? They have been met. Those things have been met. We're not going to know what to say for sure.
I would like to we will get further. There are lots of questions and closing questions, comments from the floor, comments from people behind me. This is a very stressful situation. Can everyone please cooperate? I'd like high discipline. High discipline. I'd like to thank each and every one of you for coming out today in your numbers. I'd also like everyone to remain in this space, please. I do not know, I am not tall enough to know what's going on at that end, at that end, and at that end. And I do not want to send people out of this space which has been declared a safe space, because that would not be right and responsible of me. So please, can I please ask everyone to remain calmly in this space? I am then going to find out how this crowd must disperse, and then I'm going to communicate. Is that fine with everyone? Viva Stellenbosch, viva! Viva!
Comrades, I need. I'd like to get a feeling from here. There's some comments that have mentioned the issue that they don't feel comfortable with just a verbal agreement. They want something signed. You understand? And I want to and I just want to assess how many comrades also feel that way.
That's good. That's fair.
Alright. Then I ask that you give us 5-10 minutes. 10 minutes while we get those issues on the paper, and then it's signed by management. Can we get 10 minutes? Yeah. Can members can comrades just remain here? Sorry, excuse me. Remain here for 10 minutes. They will sign it here.
Students that were just arrested. There's going to be a peaceful protest towards the Stellenbosch police station in solidarity. Please do not be violent while we are protesting, because you messed everything up. We're going to peacefully